Hello everyone, thanks for joining me in this 3 days master class. And in this video, I'll be showing you how to draft a sweetheart neckline. And in drafting a sweetheart neckline, I will start by drafting a basic bodice block on my fresh pattern paper. Now I'm done with drafting of the basic bodice block. As you can see, this line is for the shoulder line, this is the armhole, this is the basic neckline, the chest line, the bust level, and I stopped the drafting on the waist level. And this line is for shaping the waistline to ease the stomach area. So in drafting the sweetheart neckline, you start by measuring the neckline depth. In measuring the neckline depth, you lay the tip of your measuring tape on the border line and not on the shoulder slope line. Starting from this point, measure your neckline depth. I'm using 7 inches as my whole neckline depth. You can use more than 7 inches and you can use lesser than 7 inches. It depends on what you want. So to measure the neckline width, you lay the tip of your tape measure on the center front, the center of the pattern paper. So for my neckline width, I'll be making use of 3 inches. You can use 2.5 inches and you can use 2 inches. But do not use more than 3 inches, depending on the size of your client or the person you are sewing for. So but for 3 inches is standard for a large figure. So once you're done with marking, you turn it into a straight line. Then square the line out. Then you square out the line. So once that is done, measure another 5 inches point. You can use 4 inches, you can use 4.5 inches, you can use 4 3/4, you can use 5 inches. But it shouldn't be more than 5 inches or lesser than 4 inches. Starting from the border line, I will measure 5 inches. And this is the point. The next step is to divide this 5 inches point and the border line. This is the border point, the starting point, and this 5 inches point into 2. So, and the center is 2.5 inches. So after getting the center in between the 5 inches point and the starting point, then on the center line, I'll come in by 3/4. So just measure 3/4 inward from the center of the pattern paper. And this is the point. And on this angle, I'll be making use of my triangular ruler to get the center of this angle. And if you don't have this type of ruler, you can just make use of a straight ruler. Just place it and make sure it falls at the center of the angle, as you can see. Then this is the center I marked out. So just draw a straight line to touch this angle. Then on this line from the angle, measure 2 inches inward. Place the tip of your measuring tape on this angle, then measure 2 inches inward. And this is the point. Now, I'll be connecting this point 1, which is the neckline depth, point 1. This point, point 2, this 2 inches point, point 3, up to this angle, the center of the neckline. So this is point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4. So I will connect all these 4 points to get a head shape. So once you know you are aiming at achieving a head shape, this will guide you on how to connect the 4 points together in such a way you will have a head shape. So let me demonstrate it with my curve ruler. So firstly, I'll connect from this point to this point. You can see the way I placed my curve ruler because I'm aiming at S shape. Then I will turn it all over to connect this point to this point. Then lastly, I'll connect this point to this point. So, and this is the S shape. So in cutting out the neckline, I will start from the shoulder line. So this is the shoulder line. So I will be cutting along the S shape, just the way the neckline was drafted. So after drafting, this is what you will have. So this is a Sweetheart neckline. As you can see the shape. So it is not necessary you make it exactly the way it is as we are saying it. You can make yours wider than this. So all you need to do is just to extend the neckline depth. Not from the shoulder line, but from the center. Extend it. And the ones you have here, you can extend it as well to get your desired result. But just have it in mind the shape is an S shape. Then you get the Sweetheart neckline.